Peace to you guys. Back again at you with another video. We're gonna break down the Sabbath day because a lot of you asking, oh, what about Sabbath day? What's the problem with Sabbath day? As I told you, not to worship no. What was I tell you? Not to worship nothing in heavens. Yeah. Deuteronomy 17:3 says, "And hath gone and served other gods, and worshipped them, either the moon, the star, either the sun or moon, or any of the host of heaven, which I have not commanded." See that? That's what they do. They've been always doing this. For Israel, says, for 4:19, "Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even the host of heaven, shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them." Which the Most High God have not divided unto all nations under the whole heaven, because as I was telling you, there's nothing special about worshipping this host, because he's everywhere for everybody. It's not exclusive thing, and he's not a god. And you're not supposed to worship no Sabbath. No Sabbath, moon Sabbath is abomination, because you're worshipping the moon, and the moon is part of the host of heaven. Is a goddess. Yeah. And the 7th-day Sabbath, you're worshipping what? You're worshipping Saturn. Is another god you worship when you worship Sabbath. So as you know, he's all pagan. Okay, these fake or false prophets are not going to tell you that the test is mixed with pagan stuff. Understand that? Yeah, because even if you go and read Deuteronomy, it says there things that they're not supposed to do. Look, 1. Thou shalt not sacrifice unto the Most High thy God any bullock or sheep wherein is blemish or any evil favoriness, for that is an abomination unto. It's all made up, because they're not even supposed to sacrifice no animals. Because I didn't ask them to sacrifice no damn animals. This is all man-made. When you're reading these bits here, this man is the people that been messing with the book. They wrote this. Yeah, but I didn't tell you to sacrifice no animal with or without blemish. If there be found among you reading any tigers without, there's two now, which must I God give it the man or woman that had wrote wickedness. Okay. This is stuff they wrote. Okay. Because then they say, and gone and served other gods and worship them, either the sun, the moon, and the star. Come on now. So they contradict themselves. Yeah. And things like sacrifice of animals and this is all pagan, and it has always been pagan. I'll show you. Yeah. So you have to read and to know what goes with what Moses said, and what goes with what Moses said is the tree. Here, tells you you're not supposed to worship no other gods. They couldn't take that one out, because otherwise it won't make sense. See that? This one they shouldn't do. Number 3 is the one that matters here. And hath gone and served other gods and worshipped them, either the sun, yeah, which is Jesus, or the moon, which is the goddess of Egypt, or any host of heaven, which is Saturn, and other ones, which I have not commanded. See that? As I said, I have not commanded. So anything they're doing here, sacrifice of animals and all this, I didn't command that. It's all man-made. I'm going to show you here. These guys, see that? Historical revelation of lunar Sabbath. You don't even need to get into those links. If you just read, You can tell is all pagan work. Again, the weekly Sabbath coincides with the Roman days of Saturn. How is that possible? Hmm? The second battle listed by Cassius Dio, according to 36 BCE, is the one that resulted in the very first king Herod coming to power. Historical account calls it indeed had done much injury to the Romans, but they suffered. Okay, whatever. Then Saturn and the Jews Herbert behind links between Saturn and Saturday is the astrological theory. See that? That assigns the 7 planets. You see that? So when you're talking about Sabbath, you're already dealing with astrological planets. 7 planets. And you know the planets don't even exist. It's all pagan. Okay? Beginning with the sun and following the order of the orbs. The 24 hours, blah 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 blah. It's all pagan. Because they are the ones that made 24 hours and all this. But I didn't make no time. Don't fall for that. The Sabbath and the day of Saturn on Facebook. The following research explicitly illustrates that that Sabbath coincided with the day of Saturn. See what they worship? Saturday, at least as far as back 63 BCE and forward to the centuries. Evidence story testifies that Sabbath is a continuous cycle of 7. So they worshipping number 7 now, as opposed to the cycle based on lunar phases, which is the host of heaven worship as well. See, they have you worshipping both, you know, Sabbath and the Sabbath, which is all abomination, because they worshipping other gods. That's why the Sabbath is fake. This is why you have Nathaniel 7 and all these big camps, yeah, with bishops from Rome. What do they worship? They worship Sabbath, and they do the feast. Where do you think it's coming from? It's pagan. They put it in the book, but it's nothing to do with this, with what Moses said. All abomination. Okay? Mystery Babylon, the origins of Saturn, Rome's last chance. Saturn as a god, which accompanying day of worship originated in the great post-flood apostasy, which culminated in the heaven-daring rebellion at the Tower of Babel. See that? When Yabu confounded the language, because I'm not going to say no name, because you know Moses have no name. Yeah, when Moses confounded the language of the rebels, they scattered the Yami to various parts of the idolatrous religion, exalting Nimrod as God went with them, of course. Which is what? They were worshipping Saturn, which is Sabbath. Why some people believe that Saturday is Sabbath? Look, Saturday or the Sabbath is pagan, both of them, but I didn't make it. Okay, you are already in pagan religion if you're into this, any of that. Okay, it's all pagan, as you can see. Even the Romans, that's what the Romans did. How can you be an Israelite and do what the Romans were doing? You're just dumb. There's no way you're supposed to be worshipping Sabbath. It's an abomination to Moses, and that's what keeps you down. That's curses, being curses. That's what I'm telling you guys, man. Don't follow none of these camps. They all against Mosiah, as you can see. What is the original Sabbath day? The Sabbath is the 7th day of the week, which is Saturday. Sunday is not the biblical Sabbath day. I'm keeping blah 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 blah. These people, I don't know what's going on. It's all their gods that they give you to worship. Has nothing to do with what Moses said. That's why I told you guys, don't follow what they tell you. Yeah, because it's all pagan.